everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to playing the Talos Principle. So I came back over here to this island because we had this terminal to explore. Had not checked it out yet. Your user profile's now been generated. Download profile? Sure, why not? User.prof, register profile, registering. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Sure, display conflicts. User provided an objective response when asked for a subjective one. User provided a particular account of personhood, but was uncomfortable with its implication. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. User denied moral authority, but defended moral claims. User had inconsistent ideas about value. Well, look at you with your high and mighty attitude there. Display account privileges. Due to outstanding notes in your account and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy basic account functionalities. Okay. Psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you've not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. I would say that's fairly close. I don't let my preferences dictate my beliefs. I let experience dictate my beliefs. What is the other one I saw that I didn't agree with? I tend to be worrisome and insecure. I was worrisome and insecure in my youth. I don't struggle with that too much anymore, so I would say that's a bad psychological profile as well. Access COM portal. What is this? You currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. And log MLA support ticket. I don't know what that does. Sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Account certification error? Support ticket's been generated and appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when the reply has been sent. Wonder what the other choices were. Oh, I guess that was the only one? Access COM portal? Was that it? Display conflicts, display account privileges? Huh, okay. Yeah, so we're generating a ticket. That's what we got out of all that. Okay, so progress report 1, maybe? From Nadia. Don't know the last name. Hi all, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcadie's team are already working something, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Now let's get the show on the road. Not yet. Beginnings. Stratton of Stagiria on beginnings. I guess that means this is a fragment. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself, the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. I would say for the most part I agree with that. I do believe that, to be honest, you would seek the truth, no matter what the truth may be. I think the problem lies in definition of truth, knowing that you've arrived at truth, and is the truth that you're receiving tainted by ideals, as it says up here? Because most people do approach looking for things in life, starting with the point of an ideal and trying to find truth to back it up, instead of the other way around. Mail error. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, somebody's getting jerky. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow find a solution. I believe that something preserved the non-biological components, not in terms of immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is something global undertaking. So I guess we're supposed to be led to believe that they're working on AI, and that this has something to do with some large plans. Not quite sure where to take it from there. So I think that's it for that terminal. It sure is. And let's see. I want to say that there was a couple of more puzzle pieces here that we needed to find. And I know that I saw a QR code or two that I did not stop to read. I was kind of pressed for time. The big question is, where in the world was it? It's like the search for the QR codes. Whoa! Here's another one. Number 23, version 0186. What are you doing, buddy? Where are you going? You're disappearing. You go away now. Well, alrighty then. That's gonna be a little frustrating, because I know I saw the QR code, and it's like trying to backtrack and trying to remember what in the world was I doing when I saw it. Oh well. Let's go ahead and move on with the, I thought I saw one right there. Let's go ahead and move on with the puzzles. Hoppity hop, skippity skip. Always makes me think I'm running faster. Okay, here is one of them. And there's one over there. Okay, so good. Well, let's go check this out. Maybe we can solve this one. Branch it out. If not mistaken, we're still working with connectors. So we have a blue beam going through a connector. Looks like it's already activated. I wonder if we'll have to split the beam and send it into several different directions, because it's called branching out. Okay. Well, we can. So you can take an incoming source and you can send it to two destinations? Is that what's going on? And it looks like right now that these are shutting down the two walkways. So maybe we have to figure out a way to allow this beam to come over here somehow. Oh, what's up there? There's a connector up there. So we need to send a beam to here and to the walkway that we just came through. So let's see if we can figure out how to split the beams. So we'll take the connector. We want to connect you. No. We want to connect you. And you. What? Oh, wow. So you can just split it a bunch of times. Well, that's cool. And that was easy. Easy peasy. And it looks like a fan symbol, or like the propeller on a boat almost. Alright, so the next puzzle piece is down this way, right here. Okay. Now I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen signs where it shows us stars, but I can't say that I've ever seen a sign with a star on it. Just the extra search for the QR. I really wonder what would happen if I jumped. I bet it would go backwards. Let's find out. Is this the world where the world ends? Yep. Uh-oh. Okay, but I did keep the piece that I found for the fan. That's good. Yep, so we should have one left. And I wonder if the game's going to keep track of how many times that I fall down and die or something like that and tell me at the end. So don't cross the streams. Oh, look at that. Ghostbusters reference. Okay, so we have a blue and a red. The blue and red right now are crossing or stopping each other pretty much. Looking around, not seeing much of anything. And I think last time the way we got around it was we were able to lift a piece to a higher elevation, but I don't really see a way to do that. Unless maybe we can set it on top of here. I wonder if sending something around the... Ooh, QR codes. What do you say? Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of this great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. Okay. A lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one which missed everything of value in it. But we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than we found it. So it looks like version 17 and One with Faith are two entities, two robot things or whatever, that have come before us. So we're trying to figure out how in the world are we going to do this. Can we... Okay, so that's connecting now. Can we put this on a higher elevation? No, it looks like it wants to go into the same spot. Now this is tricksy. Let's see here. Will this be at a higher elevation? Let's see if we can click on that. Did that work? Nope. The model goes right through the spot in the ground. And you, barrier, in our way. So let's see if we can figure this out. So red wants to go to the right. And we saw one where we can split beams. Left connects. Wonder if we can do like this. Let's... No? Why do you do this? Select there. Select to connect. Okay, I take you. Can I do like this? Oh, there we go. So we'll connect you to here, connect that to there, and you come with me. So we had the right idea. I just, for some reason, my brain did not want to accept the fact that with one connector, we could go all the way around that building. That's cool. Sweet. I think that's it for this island. As far as puzzle pieces, there might be a star. A shooting star or something of that nature. So let's run back, and something's nagging at me. I get this feeling that there is another terminal somewhere that we've not explored. So I may have to go back and check previous episodes just to find out where was this terminal that maybe we skipped out on. So that was 4. 4 is complete except for a star. Let's go to 3. And just double check it. Did we check this terminal? Okay, so we've read all of those. You know what I can do? Let's do this. Let's tab 1, 2, 3, 4. Land A elevator and time capsules. You know what? I think I know where we've not read at the ABC building, which was this way? Up the elevator, I think it was? And for A, how are we doing on A? We're missing 1 here. 5, 6, and 7 we've still not gone after. Oh, and there's a square-shaped piece. That really is like Tetris, isn't it? So let's go ahead and go up here and check out one of these terminals. Go upstairs, please. Thank you, thank you. We need to see if our psychological profile is anything closer to what we think it is, maybe on the surface. Well, thank you very much. So we read A. Let's go ahead and read B. See what B has to say. And it would appear that if we haven't read one, the eye is open. But once we've read it, the eye is closed. So let's see here. We've Oxyrhynchus? Oxyrhynchus? I think that's how you'd say it in the Book of Osiris. Let's see what this is. The great irony of the blah 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 papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of that town survived to the modern day. And though it's true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized work survived unharmed. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in something, make sure that something. Great, so the key to the whole universe was lost. But that is an interesting idea. It's almost like this world that we're in has been constructed off of emails and fragments of data that a person sending it might have thought was inconsequential or useless. But here it is existing in this world as something important. It was a very interesting thought. The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of that town where they burned the library. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, his life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ankh, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat, or underworld, in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or something. A recent study, not sure what this means, maybe the people that did the study, suggests that the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more, and then that's it. That's all we get. That's all she wrote, buddy. So right here you are debating over an ancient manuscript. Is it to be taken literally or figuratively? And we don't know because there's not enough information surviving. And I know that all these bits that we run into are supposed to be building. Not only are we playing a game of puzzles, but we're finding data, we're finding information that as we assemble this information, they will begin to be pieces for a puzzle. Maybe a philosophical puzzle. So we have here heaven and hell. Open heaven. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I be still the same? and what I should be, all but less than he whom thunder hath made greater. Here at least we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built here for his envy, will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. That sounds like an ancient text. I cannot for the life of me remember where I've heard that from before. Maybe this will explain it. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. Okay. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at Tree of Life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed, and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method, by corrosives which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away and displaying the infinite which was hidden, or hid. Collection, the marriage of heaven and hell. Okay. Well, I've heard that previous, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven, but I never knew its context. And personally, I would disagree. Would not care to reign in hell. So, we don't have any parts for that. We were told to stay away from the tower. Just don't go on the tall tower, you creep. So let's go back down here, and maybe we can solve one more puzzle. Maybe we'll run into another remnant or a replay. It's almost what it seems like a fragment of data being replayed of another character that's just like us running around. Kind of curious what it's supposed to mean, though. So we finished, was it 3? No, 3 and then 4. Okay, once we found all the puzzle pieces, that spot doesn't light up anymore. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, there's 5 pieces there. I wonder if there's 6 pieces at 6. Nope. Okay. Chasing rabbit trails. So 5 and 2 stars. And it looks like the boxes can be used here as well, so we might find out what they're about. Whoa. So it's super rainy here. Alright, console, computer terminal, we'll check you out next time. We've read quite a few of your cousins. So, you know what? Oh, QR code. What? Oh, another one of these little memory things. So that looks like a manuscript. Let's check it out.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Lying to yourself is no way to live. Don't know what the Talos principle is, though. I've never read that. The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? Sheep. So that's someone new. And it seems interesting the way they would write that, because they call this a contraption almost as if they're aware of the fact that there is an outside world or another place that they came from into this place. Otherwise, they would see this as their reality, like One with Faith does. That's interesting. So, were there any QR codes here? No. I do see a QR code there. Let's check this one out real quick. Cameron J.K. Huh. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We need only learn how to use them. Now that's really odd, because in real life I know a person called Cameron J.K. that does live streaming on Beam. So that's kind of crazy. I wonder if it's checking my Steam account and pulling people and putting their names in here. That's weird. That is a nice, cool touch by the game designers, if that's what's really going on. because it seems like a very odd coincidence. So let's go check out green. What's over here? Going over the fence. Going over your head. And in a weird way, I like the thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning is actually very soothing to me. Helps me sleep at night. But don't worry, I won't fall asleep while playing the game. So we have a blue light going to a connector on a... Oh, we can use the boxes to raise and lower the altitude of the connectors. That's interesting. So we can use the connectors to send signals over gates now. So we have an ultimate gate right here with a blue spot that needs to be opened. Huh. Well, let's take you and put you down there. Let's take you and bring you over here. And I have a feeling what we're going to be doing is putting the connector on that side to send the signal this way. So let's bring the box around here. Place that there. What is it called? Hexahedron. Space jump. Press jump. Oh, sweet. We can jump over stuff with it, too. Ha ha ha. Okay, so where did the connector go? Where did I put it? Did I leave it on the other side? Well, let's just jump over. Come with me, sir. We need you to connect. There we go. Gonna get sick watching this. Alright, so... select. Connect. Wait, why are you there? You get up there. Huh? Select. Select. Connect. Okay. It's like I kind of understand how to manipulate that, but I don't. I'll have to keep messing with that. But that's a puzzle piece. Woohoo! It goes to C. Or B. Okay, it goes to B. So we're getting close to being able to access B. Awesome. And is there one more cute? Wait a minute. Look at that. As soon as we went through the gate, it stopped raining and thundering. I wonder, as each puzzle is solved, if that will make it clearer? Or if this is actually a world where the weather is going to slightly change and alter. Because the other ones, it doesn't look like the sun ever moves. There's no night or anything like that. And I'm not seeing any QR codes in here. Is this just this courtyard? Quite possibly. Well, okay. So we have a few more. We have, I think, 4 more puzzle pieces to find here, and then we'll be able to move on from here. So I think we're going to call that end of an episode. We've gotten some more information from some consoles. We got a few more puzzle pieces, and we found ourselves a way to another world. One with rain that just went away. So if you like this episode and you want to see more of them, click that like button. If you want to see them as they're released, make sure you subscribe. I am going to get myself ready, get my thinking cap on, my philosophical thinking cap, and see if we can solve a few more of these puzzles and figure out what in the world is the Talos principle. So I will hopefully see you in the next episode.